You eat clean, you work out, you sleep 8 hours, and somehow you're still waking up like you've lost a fight in your dream. So now you're googling things like adrenal fatigue, chugging coffee by 10 a.m. and wondering why your brain feels like it's still buffering. The truth, you're not broken, you're just out of sync. The world's longest living, healthiest people, the ones in the blue zones, aren't living longer because of a secret berry or a magical gene. They simply do everything in rhythm. With the sun, with their food, with their sleep. In this video I'm going to show you why your internal clock might be completely off and how fixing it could be the energy and health upgrade you have been searching for. Now there was a moment where I was doing everything right. I ate clean, I slept 8 hours a night, my training was consistent, I was hydrated, I used all kinds of supplements, I even did cold showers and did meditation. But the crazy part is I still felt exhausted. I still woke up groggy, like kind of buffering, very slow. I still had afternoon crashes. I relied on coffee the whole day, basically as quickly as possible, starting like within 30 minutes after waking up and drinking like 4 or 5 cups during the whole day. I had no focus, I had no energy, and the crazy part is I was restless at night. So that was just so frustrating, and I was just thinking, okay, what else can I do to fix this? Because I did everything right. I did everything what was supposed to be working. All of this led me into a massive rabbit hole of research. I started looking into dopamine detox. Maybe I fried my dopamine receptors, adrenal fatigue, low testosterone. I tried all kinds of nootropics. Again, I did more cold plunges. I have extensive morning routines. I even considered that maybe this is just what it feels like to get older. I mean, and I wasn't even that old. I was 20 years old and I was feeling so exhausted. So I was like, okay, maybe after your 16th birthday, it all starts to decline. Maybe my genetics are playing, like maybe I've just bad luck. And it turns out I wasn't doing the wrong things. I was just doing them at the wrong time. Now we think that the problem is that we need more sleep, that we need another stronger coffee. Maybe it's the burnout, or maybe we're getting older, it's our genetics, or maybe we're just training too much. But the real problem isn't all of that. It's that we're sending the right inputs essentially, but we're just sending it at the wrong time. So whenever your circadian rhythm is out of sync, you produce less melatonin, which leads to shallow and fragmented sleep. You have more cortisol at night, which results in you having racing thoughts and poor deep sleep, and you often wake up in the middle of the night. And often you can sleep for 8 hours but still feel exhausted. Secondly, your energy becomes stable. So basically your cortisol also follows a rhythm. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and normally you wake up with a cortisol peak in the morning in accordance with the morning sun. But if your body is out of sync, this cortisol peak doesn't follow a natural trajectory and is very blunted, which results into morning grogginess where you kind of feel slow and still tired, and afternoon crashes. So your energy peaks at the wrong time, basically at night whenever you wanted to sleep, and you feel sluggish during the day. It's not just cortisol, all of your hormones get thrown off. So in this picture on the right, we see a lot of systems in our body which are influenced by an internal clock. So in men, testosterone is regulated with the circadian rhythm, meaning that in the morning your testosterone is the highest, whereafter it slowly declines at night and then is remade during your sleep again. But since your sleep and your cortisol is out of sync, your testosterone will naturally be lower again. And unfortunately for all the people who are trying to lose fat, your hunger hormone is going to be increased and your satiety hormone leptin is going to be decreased, meaning that you will feel more hungry during the day, and it's more likely that you will overeat and pack on fat. So a lot of people which are out of sync experience poor insulin sensitivity, which leads to more fat gain and more blood sugar crashes. So you gain fat more easily and you feel more tired after every meal because your insulin sensitivity is worse. Now, to make it even better, your digestion and metabolism breaks down. So a lot of people which are out of sync, they eat late at night, which results into an impaired glucose metabolism, which leads to more weight gain. Your gut motility and enzyme release are a time of day dependent, meaning that during the day where your gut motility and enzyme release is the strongest, you are best to eat your meals and not at night. And if you eat your meals at night, your gut motility and your enzyme release are going to be decreased, meaning that a lot of this food is going to be fermented in your gut and taken up as fat instead of fuel, meaning that you pack on more fat and burn less fat. So nighttime eating increases bloating, reflux, and fat storage. And it's not just physical, your mental health takes a massive hit as well. So disrupted rhythms are linked to depression, anxiety, ADHD-like systems, because there is a gene in your brain called the clock gene, and when this is misaligned, it reduces dopamine and serotonin stability, which results in mood dips, emotional reactivity, and decision fatigue. And this can all lead to you feeling more anxious, more depressive, and having more ADHD-like symptoms. And all of this affects your entire body. So your gut is off, your sleep is off, your testosterone is off, your motility is off, your cortisol is off, and all of this affects your immune system as well. This will be immensely weakened because your immune cells also follow a rhythm. And this disruption leads to more inflammation, poor recovery, lower resilience to illness, and even vaccine effectiveness depends on time of day. And unfortunately for all the people who are shift workers, you will age faster as well, because circadian misalignment accelerates biological aging because there's less repair overnight, which decreases autophagy, which decreases the production of growth hormone and increases oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, and reduced lifespan in animal models. And mitochondrial dysfunction is very important to know because mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cell. Mitochondria are the motors in your cell. So if your mitochondria are not functioning well, you will inherently feel more tired. And there are basically all kinds of chronic diseases which are going to be more likely when you are living out of sync. And it's actually crazy. A lot of things such as stroke, cognitive decline. So most of you aren't broken, you're just out of rhythm. And when you fight against the clock, your body fights back. So after years of studying pharmaceutical sciences and being invested into my own health for over 10 years, I had no clue about the circadian rhythm. I knew that the sun was coming up and the moon, but I had no idea how the circadian rhythm affected our health. And I came across the blue zones, and obviously we all know the blue zones, right? Which are people which are the longest, healthiest living people on earth. They always say it's their diet, it's the fact that they are very social, always outside. And I was wondering what's the underlying thing, what they all do, which helps them to be that healthy. And I removed the diet, and I removed the social things, and I removed the fact that they spend their time outside. And I looked at some things which they all inherently did, and they all inherently followed roughly the same circadian rhythm. And this circadian rhythm helps you determine when it's the best time to eat according to your body, when it's the best time to do the most difficult work tasks during the day, when it's the best time to go for a workout or go for a run. And if you follow this system, it is almost certain that you will live a long, healthy life. And even the science is clear on this, that you will decrease a lot of the risk of certain chronic diseases. So it is very, very massive to align your body with the circadian rhythm. So the people in the blue zones don't just live longer, they live very, very well. Their quality of life is very high because they move with the sun. They eat their biggest meal at lunch and they go to bed early and almost have zero artificial light after dark. And they have some of the longest lifespans in the world. So the combination of light, meal timing and sleep is the real secret to health. And it isn't discipline, it isn't caffeine, and it is certainly not biohacks. It is the circadian rhythm, timing everything in accordance with nature's rhythm. So how can you implement this circadian rhythm to live the longest healthy lives as possible, as the people in the blue zones are doing? So what you need to do is expose yourself to morning light within the first 30 minutes of waking up. So go outside immediately after waking up. Have early movement, because your lymphatic system is motivated, stimulated by movement, not by internal circulation. So the first thing you should do is do some jumps, some push-ups, or a walk to signal to your body it's time to be active. Then start your day with a protein and fat rich meal. So either it's going to be a breakfast or a light fast till the afternoon at around 1 or 2. Then your first meal should be protein and fat rich. So this one should be either at breakfast or you skip till an hour around 1 or 2 following the siesta, because our gut, our production of bile acids, the gut motility, and the acids in our stomach are the strongest within the first 8 hours of the day. So you should eat the main meal at lunch and have a lighter meal for dinner. So generally speaking, eat your steak at breakfast and eat your fish at dinner. And then the best time to work out is between 4 and 7, and you should stop eating after 8 p.m. And to improve your sleep quality, because the sleep duration doesn't matter if your sleep quality isn't solid, you should turn off all the screens and block all blue light after 9 p.m. Because nowadays we are constantly wired, everyone's brain is constantly off when we have no time to properly wind down. So a wind down routine can be massive for your sleep quality, for your stress levels, and overall to just kind of chill down. So what I do is take magnesium glycinate and set myself a chill tea and basically have no stimulus. So don't participate in any tough mental task, just read a chill book, do a brain dump by journaling, go for a walk, or listen to some jazz music, like no stimulus there. And then lastly, it is very important to rise with the sun and go to bed with the moon. So at least sleep by 11 p.m. maximum every day, including the weekend. So many people nowadays feel that their life is a constant battle. They have to push so hard, they have to pull that dead horse so hard. They're feeling exhausted within the first 2 hours of the day. After sleeping 8 hours, they are crashing by midday. They are pushing themselves through another workout when their body is screaming that they need to rest. And they are feeling sick, they're getting tired, their immune system is out of whack. And it's not because people are lazy, because they want to do it. It's not because they're unmotivated. It's not even because they have bad genetics or that they're broken. It's all because you're out of sync. You're living out of the rhythm of nature. And your body is basically trying its best to adapt, but it's just not managing it. And you have been trying to force performance, force sleep, force focus, recovery, fat loss, strength, with more discipline, with more supplements, with more effort. But the truth is, your body doesn't need more pressure, it needs timing. So your biology isn't random, it's clock based. Every cell in your body is waiting for the right signal, and modern life has you firing those signals at the wrong times. And it's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things at the right time. And once you correct the rhythm, your energy, clarity, and strength stop feeling like battle. You'll finally wake up without needing an alarm. You'll feel focused and calm, not anxious or overstimulated. You won't need caffeine to function, and you will recover way better from training, feel stronger without doing more. So your energy will last throughout the whole day. You won't have any big crashes, you will have no brain fog, and you won't have to force it all. And the best part is, it's the most sustainable thing you can do for your long-term health. Because it's not even a hack, and it's not even a trend. It's basically literally how your body actually wants to work. Built into every cell. Every cell, every part of your body is made to be aligned with nature. For the last 100,000 of years, We have evolved with nature, and only the last 50 years we have moved away because we are living inside 90% of the time, being exposed to all kinds of screens and blue light, which isn't natural at all. So our body is just trying to adapt in a very unnatural world, and it shows that it's not even capable of doing it. And the reason that this is such a sustainable thing to do is that you will need no expensive tools. You don't need any apps, any software. You don't even need a watch or like an Apple Watch or whatever. And you just need natural light, movement, food, and rest timed better. And it doesn't even need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent with it. But here's the truth. You can't operate at your highest level when you're out of rhythm. The version of you with clear energy, sharp focus, a strong body, a steady mind, he is not far away. He is already inside you. But he just needs the right environment, the right timing, and the right signals. Because the man who takes control of his rhythm is the man who becomes impossible to stop. So if you're done guessing and want to actually build a body and mind that work with you, not against you, book a call through the link in my bio and we will make you a personalized plan so you can be that man within the next 90 days. And if not, remember, learning something new means nothing if you do not apply it. So I challenge you to commit to this for the next 3 days. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.